Good evening, everyone. I'm Pam Mutualsmart. There's been breaking news regarding a group of terrorists found in an apartment making bombs. This led to further accusations of more terrorist activity. On the scene, we have field reporter Tina. Tina?
Thank you, Pam. Here on the scene today, we have Deputy Sheriff Paris. Now, Paris, what led you to this apartment?
Well, Tina, we were getting complaints about some unusual smells around here.
What exactly did you see?
I seen 5 hooligans messing with some C4. Got it?
Yes, sir, I've got it. I've heard from an anonymous source that your daughter was part of these activities.
Nah.
Thank you, Deputy Sheriff.
Ooh.
Good evening. I'm Pam Mutualsmart. Today in the studio we have Detective John Hale. Mr. Hale, do you believe that this recent occurrence is an act of terrorism?
Absolutely. This occurrence has terrorism written all over it.
Have you interviewed any suspects?
Yes, I interviewed John and Elizabeth Proctor at their house, and whilst I was there, I discovered large amounts of C4.
Wasn't Elizabeth accused of being a part of the terrorist activity?
Yes.
Oh my, we're out of time. Thank you for joining us, Detective Hale. News update. There was a long string of terrorist accusations forming around the incident over 3 months ago. This man, John Proctor, is said to be the leader of the Julian clan. At the courthouse, we have Tina with head prosecutor Danforth. Tina?
Thank you, Pam. Now, Mr. Danforth, how do you feel about today's upcoming trials?
I feel very confident that we're going to win the case. We have strong evidence against the terrorist.
Thank you, Mr. Danforth, and good luck.
Welcome to the conclusion of the trials. Today we have 2 officials of the court with us, Mr. Hale and Mr. Danforth. Gentlemen, how do you feel about the outcome of the trials?
Well, Pam, I don't think we made the right decision.
What do you mean? Are you crazy? I think we did a great job.
I just don't believe they're actually terrorists. There wasn't enough evidence.
Forget you, Hale. However, weeks for these, weeks for corruption.
Today was the end of a long and hard trial. It resulted in the imprisonment of Rebecca Nurse, Martha Corey, John Proctor, and others. Elizabeth, who was under suspicion earlier in the case, was found to be an innocent bystander to her husband's terrorist activities. Many people have come to the conclusion that their sin was just cause for their punishment. Tito, a.k.a. Tituba. John Proctor. Mary Warren. Betty. Abigail. Hale. Fat Girl. Mercy Lewis. Elizabeth, aka Nautica. And last but not least, Susanna Welcott. Okay, that's it.
Alright, go. What do you want to ask first?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Thank you, Pam. Now, Mr. Danforth. No. Thank you, Pam. Now, Mr. Danforth, Mrs. Proctor, how do you feel about the conclusion of this trial?
I can't believe this one.
Okay, you don't have to... Wait.
Hi, Mr. Ho. Okay, done. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pam Mutualsmart. There's been breaking news. Good evening. I'm Pam Mutualsmart. Today in the studio, we have Detective John.
Thank you, Pam. Mr. Danforth, how are you feeling about today's upcoming trial?
I feel confident that we're good.
Thank you, Pam. Mr. Danforth, how are you feeling about today's upcoming trial?
I feel very comfortable that we're gonna win the case. I'm sorry. Give me a
You
second.
don't have to read it like so, like.
Okay,
Thank you, Pam. Now, Mr. Danforth, how are you feeling about today's upcoming trial?
I'm sorry.
Why'd you start it?
Well, Pam, I don't think we made the right decision.
What are you mean? Yeah, I was
3, 2.
Thank you, Pam. Here at the scene, we have Deputy Sheriff Paris. Now, what led you to this apartment?
Well, Tina, we were getting complaints of some unusual smelling smells around here.
When you arrived on the scene, what exactly did you see?
Oh, sorry. We had to start over. I couldn't read that.
Thank you, Pam. Here at the scene today, we have Deputy Sheriff Paris here. Now, Paris, what led you to this apartment?
Well, Tina.
Mrs. Proctor. Mrs. Proctor, do you think this is a fair trial? How do you feel about the conclusion of it?
I'm sorry.